Welcome to the latest episode from Garbolino Midland Match. Down here today, Patshull Park, lovely natural fishery, big 75-acre lake to have a go at. And we're going to put the new Garbolino G Feeder 1 light through its paces. The G1 range from Garbolino is the new budget range rods. So if you are on a tighter budget or you don't do this type of fishing often, they're a great little rod to go and buy. They are really budget friendly, great value for money. This one, so as I said, G Feeder 1 light, 11 foot. Perfect for this style of fishing. We're clipped up to about 46 metres. Setup wise, dead simple. Little window feeder. One of Dean Barlow's feeder links. Little float stop. Little twisted boom. Down to a 50 centimetre fluorocarbon hook length. Size 14 on the hook. Reel wise, I've paired it with, again, budget friendly. These are the Garbolino Hexium Feeder 506. This is their distance version of the budget range. And on that, I've got Garbolino Super G Feeder Braid 010mm. And I've also got a £10 shocker. Just basic setup really. Alright, as I said, we're down at Patshull Park today. It's a big natural venue. It's not far from my house, so I really should fish it more often. It's full of big bream, skimmers, roach, perch, trout. Used to be a fly fishery, pike. There is a few carp in here, quite big carp that the carp boys come down and have a fish for every now and then. So bait wise, with it being natural, you want to sort of hold back on the fish meal. But I always find it best to hold back on the fish meal content, which is why I've gone for pretty much the same mix in that last video. We've got the green betaine base mix, which is basically crushed expander, slight small fish meal content, which is ideal for these type of venues. As I said, it is carp fish, so there is a bit of fish meal going in, and the bream are used to it. So green betaine base mix. I'll mix that with 2 parts green, 1 part fine roach from So Simple Baits, purely because it's just to cloud up. We are in the shallows. For anyone that knows the venue, we're in the shallows. Peg 23, I think it is. So I just want that, just that little cloud as it falls through the water, just to try and pull some fish down to the bottom. And I've also put a little smidgen of the So Simple Baninian Crush, which is pretty much crushed expander with banana flavour on it. Super rich, super strong, powerful smell. So I've only put a bit of that in. That's just to give it that sweet, like fine smell. And also it's got flecks of yellow in it because I've got a bit of corn from the hook. So the flecks of yellow will help with that. Bait wise, dead simple. Got a few maggots, a few dead maggots, a few casters, bit of worm, bit of corn. It is a new venue for me, and it is sort of on the wake. They're sort of waking up now. They're just on the move, on the prowl. They've moved down from the deeps further around the lake. They've moved into the shallows, ready for spawning. Just starting to wake up, looking for an odd bit of food. So it is quite patchy at the minute. So you don't, if it is a new venue, you don't want to come down and fill it in and blow your peg apart straight away. So what I've done is, just to kick off, I'm going to one line it because it is quite patchy and I don't want to have multiple lines on the go and then potentially miss that arrival when it does happen. So we've got one line, 46 metres. I've put in 4 large window feeders of ground bait. Pick my marker on the far bank. Put like half a dozen maggots, half a dozen casters in a couple of them, just to get some bait down. And then when we're actually fishing, we're going to swap to the 30-gram medium window feeder, just to fish. We'll probably start off with 20-minute casts. and then just go from there. Really, just play it as we see. Patshull, great little venue. I would say if you are planning on coming down, bring your waders. As further up the lake there is stagings, you can sit on the bank fine. When you come down to the shallows, you're only sitting ankle deep, but it's best to go out into the water. All right, we've just had our first cast. Started off, because it is a new venue, started off on maggot safe option. 3 dead maggots. I have put 4 large winder feeders out 46 metres, and I've just clipped or swapped to the medium 30-gram winder feeder to fish with. It is quite patchy. I've spoke to Rich, who's the bailiff down here, and I've also spoke to a couple of the lads, and the fish have moved up to the shallows. Is right at the far end by the old golf course. There was a few fish caught off 26 on the weekend, and then odd fish died all the way down to 14 by the golfers bridge down there. You are natural fishing, so it's completely different to a commercial. You're not expecting loads of bites. More patient approach. Just hope for an arrival. These new rods from Garbolino, I can't emphasise enough how good they are for the money. They've had a massive product launch, especially with the rods. There's 3 new ranges. Got the G1, which are these. These are the budget ones. Then you've got the Addiction, that's the mid-range ones. They use the same blank as the top of the range Essentials. Also great value for money. And then you've got your top end one, which are your Essentials. But in terms of value for money, these G feeders, G feeder 1 and G match 1, it's just brilliant. They're so light, so responsive, so powerful. And you don't need to break the bank. You'll have a good day's fishing. Absolutely brilliant from Garbolino. We've only been fishing for about 10 minutes. But we've had a fair few liners. Only little knocks, which I think is little fish. There is signs of life. Just to be honest, with how patchy it's been down here, I mean, you are on a natural, it's a 75-acre lake, so it's a lot of water to go at. I wasn't expecting like a sign of life so quick. So to be getting liners and signs and indications after only 10 minutes made the old confidence meter shoot up a bit. Hopefully we might be able to get you a few pulls. It is beautiful down here. I really should fish this more. I think I'm gonna start fishing. The more I fish these naturals, I'm getting back into it again now. Just beautiful. You got views like this to look at. The more I do it, the more I'm starting to love it again. Completely different from the commercials. You're not coming down here for like want a chuck, hook a duck. I mean, it's so quiet and peaceful down here. But it is just beautiful. I mean, it's a lovely spring day, to be fair. The weather's probably helping a lot. It's such a poor winter, weather-wise, with the pressure sky high. Water temperatures rock bottom, yo-yo weather. Nice to get a bit of settled weather for a change. Pressure's dropped, which is nice. Slight little ripple on the water. Great tempting fate. It is ideal bream conditions, overcast and sunny. Warm, about 10 degrees. Beautiful spring day. Hopefully we can turn. There we go. There's our first fish. Only a small one. It's a start. G feeder, one light. Oh, soft. Handles these smaller fish perfectly. Beautiful little skimmer. Caught on the roost. And there we go. New venue. Slightly different style of fishing to what we normally do. And we're into our first fish, which is a beautiful Patshull skimmer. You just can't ask for more than that. Looks perfectly in the bottom lip. And to have that so early on. Hopefully, the bigger boys will follow later on. Yeah, we might have to move that roost. But that is a dream start. Bites and indications so early on. Off he swims. More than happy with that. Hopefully, wangle out a few more bites. That was on 3 dead reds. I always have, when I fish naturals, I always like to bring a mixture of dead fluoro maggots and dead red maggots, just as a colour change. And I can honestly say, I was not expecting to catch fish that quick. So I'm more than happy. That's also the added benefit of like your social media. You can gather information from the likes of Facebook. You can message people directly. Especially when you're coming to a venue like this. Big, massive, natural. Where the fish could be, they could rock up anywhere, just wherever they want to be. The joys of the social media. Keep an eye on the results, see what pegs are producing. You can message people like Rich, the bailiff. You can message a few of the regulars. It just makes life so much easier. It gives you a bit of a head start. as I said, down here at Patshull, we are sat in the water, especially down in the shallows. She's just past the old golf course. You do tend to have to wade out if you are going to come down and have a fish. So always pack your waders. You can fish off a platform if you want. I mean, I don't need to. I've got the plus side of the Garbolino boxes. They have got that pin lock leg system, which is solid, even with a big old unit like me on it. I mean, I've got the legs, the pin lock legs, extended about a foot, and sturdy as anything. No danger, so I don't need the platform. But definitely, if you are going to come down and have a go at this style of fishing, always check, because some of the naturals you do have to go out into the water. Further around the lake down there, where you come in by the jetty and the boats, and then all the way around to the old hotel bank, that's called the deeps. There is permanent pegs. You can sit on the bank and fish off them. When you come down to the shallows, I mean, the ground's solid. It's not a soft ground, it's hard ground. You can wade out. Quite sturdy underfoot. So bear that in mind if you are going to come and tackle a new venue or a natural venue. Just check you don't need your waders or your platforms, anything like that. Another little tip, always bring a stopwatch with you. Don't be like me, change the batteries in it and then forget to bring it. Because timing of your bites is quite crucial when you're doing this style of fishing. No, I'm 20-minute casts. We was going to start, but we've had that bite well within 20 minutes. So it could be a case of get all your bites within 15 minutes, 10 minutes. So always bring a stopwatch with you, and you can find that pattern. Then you can identify that pattern and when your bites are coming. But sadly, like me, as organised as I usually am, changed the batteries in my stopwatch and then left it on the side. So we are going to have to wing it a bit today. The big liner then. I got a bit giddy then. Took a bit early. But it's nice to be getting a few signs of fish, especially so early on. There we go. Burgled the maggots. And we are getting bites on maggot. I'm going to stick with that for the time being. But if we keep getting signs of fish and activity in the peg, I will swap to maybe a grain of corn, just to try and select a better stamp for you. At the minute, we're getting bites, we're getting indications. Quite happy sticking with the maggot. Literally just a pinch of half a dozen casters, half a dozen dead maggots in your window feeder. I have got some worm if I need it, but at the minute we're getting bites without it. I'm quite happy to just carry on as we are. Right, we are getting plenty of indications and little knocks. Loads of little liners. Still only got that one fish. There is definite signs of life out there. So we're just going to drop down now to sort of 12-minute casts. I do think there's a fair few fish out there having a munch. I think they're only small, but I've got a feeling they're milling around and eating that bait. So I don't want them to clear the area out. So we're going to try shorter casts. Say roughly 12 minutes. I mean, I haven't got my stopwatch with me. It's my own fault. But I'll just use the camera timer as a rough guide. Just to keep that bit of bait going in. Hopefully. We can turn some of these liners and knocks into proper bites. Fish on the bank. But I am. Only been fishing, what, half hour? 40 minutes? But to be getting so many signs this early on, I'm more than happy. On that last video. There we go. Another fish. And that was what? In 5 minutes? Looks like another skimmer. A bit bigger this one is. Just beautiful fishing this is. He's probably a pound and a half. Pound maybe. Just over a pound. Absolutely beautiful. More than happy with how this session started, especially on a new venue. Give him a chance to recover. And off he goes. Absolutely beautiful. Straight away, within a minute of that cast, hooked our first proper bream. Just beautiful. Oh, that was a very chaotic 5 minutes. Just had our first proper bream. There we go. Got another one straight away. Few technical issues with the mic. I don't know if that first one will have any sound on it. It doesn't matter anyway. Managed to snare ourselves another one. Again, 2 minutes of that cast. Some fish moved in. Rod. Beautiful. Hills. It's going to be bigger. One of them big old warriors. Patsull's renowned for. Hopefully the mic's working. It's picking all this up. Just swapped it over. Now, our last 3 fish will be in 2 minutes. Proper bream. Oh yes. Oh, this fish is a bit special. On with it. Big bream. I really hope this camera is working, because this is an absolute monster bream. In an hour, just over an hour's fishing. That a big bream. Gotta be 8-9 pound. That's what you come commercial venue, natural venues for. Right, holding it for you. That a magical bream. Beautiful. Proper old natural warrior. On a new venue, in an hour of fishing, you catch an 8-9 pound bream like that. On, said before, new Garbolino budget. God, it's just magical. Back. I hope to God that microphone and camera has to recover. Patshull Park is renowned for big old warrior bream. Take your time. With fish this big, take your time. Give them a chance to recover in your net. Away he goes. Absolutely magical. That is by far the biggest bream I've ever caught. So I'm more than happy. More than happy. Jump off the box now. Pray that was working and we caught all that on camera, and then I'll get it back out there and try and get you another one. Right, as you've just seen, we've just had that absolute unit of a bream. Right on cue as well, in the middle of that carnage. Technical issues with the mic. Swap the mic round. We have had proper Bream, bigger skimmer. A mad few minutes. I want to get this back out there as soon as possible. Wind's picked up, so that's probably playing havoc with the mic. Get this back. I cannot describe how buzzing I am. Like that last Bream we just had. New venue. And a style of fishing that I haven't done for a long time. Too giddy. It was just off the mark, that was. So I'm going to chuck that back out again. Got more fingers and thumbs at the minute. Was by far the biggest bream I've ever caught. I am buzzing, to be honest. It's a lot better. Rushing and getting so giddy. More indication. But I will carry on as we are for the time being. Look at that. Feeder falls in. Large window feeder. Up it up. Really happy to come over a bit of bait. I don't want to put too much in. Lovely dark skimmer, about £1.5. Just bronze skimmer. Straight back. Quite lively. He's not going to need much time to recover. Straight back out there. I am out of curiosity, even though pick a piece of corner. See. First one on the corn. Matt. A lot of weed just blew down at the line. Smallest skimmer of the day on corn. Still a bite. More than happy with how it's going. Sort of 8-10 ounce. Beautiful little fish. Oops. Sweet. Swap back to the maggot. Get it back out there. I'll get you another one. I have selfishly just switched the cameras off for an hour. I had an hour's fishing to myself just to enjoy it, where I don't have to worry about the cameras, the mics, and all that. And just in an hour, I've had 17 skimmers, sort of ranging 8 ounce to £1.5. Just brilliant fishing. But I am also, I've had that hour where I've had skimmers. We've had 10-minute casts and I've had 17 skimmers. Beautiful. Then I had half hour where it's odd liner, odd bite. So what we're going to do now is switch the cameras back on. Just going to swap back to the large feeder, large window feeder. I'm going to put another 5 feeder falls out there just to top it up, just to see if we can get another visit from them big bream. Just been incredible days fishing. One of them red letter days on the natural venue, especially a new natural venue. I'm just going to put 5 of them out. Get ourselves another little big bream. Oh. Another bream. Within 5 minutes of putting them 5 feeder falls in. Super. I mean, I think we've got quite lucky today. A bit of research, found out where the fish are being caught, because it's been quite hit or miss. Beautiful Patshull bream. Smaller this one. 2.5, £3. Another fish on the bank. Just goes to show. Been up. Definitely worked. Beautiful Patshull Park Bream. Love it. And away he goes. We go. A proper Bream. That was probably in for a bit longer. That was probably 10 minutes. But again, right over the top of that feed, we topped up with them 5 feeder falls. Feels like another good fish. This rod, just incredible. The money you pay. Considering this is the budget range, rod's just beautiful Patshull Bream. Just incredible. I mean, this is another absolute unit. Good £7, maybe more. So thick. That incredible. So thick. £6, £7. Absolutely magical fishing. Still quite lively, so I don't think he'll take long to go back. Away he goes. This is turning. Incredible days fishing. Straight back out there. There we go. Ripped the rod round, that one did. I think it's as big as that last one we had. He's certainly given a good account for himself. Oh, yes. £3. Incredible. This is is turning into one of them red letter days. Absolutely nailed them maggots. £2.5, £3. Absolutely beautiful. Let's get him back and get it back in there. Chance to recover. And away he goes. There we go. Park Bream. Just incredible. This has turned into an absolute red letter day. Considering I was doing my homework, holds us a chance. Could dry net. Just incredible. Big Patshull Park Bream. I think, selfishly, this is going to be a good fish to end on. Right in the net. Look. Really stuck in the net. Go. Selfishly, we're going to finish on this one. Turn the cameras off. I'm going to enjoy having a couple of hours these beauties. All quite lively. Just been absolutely incredible. I think this is number 7 for the Bream. We've had 29 skimmers with that as well. Absolutely incredible. Chance to recover. Away he goes. That has been unbelievable. And that rod is just, for the money, it's just ridiculous. I mean, we've well and truly put it through its paces today. We've had skimmers 8 ounce to £1.50, and then big bream, and that rod has just handled everything we've chucked at it. The G feeder one light, considering that's the budget range, just ridiculous quality for the money. Now, I hope you enjoyed that video. I know I certainly have, and I'm going to enjoy the next couple of hours fishing as well. If there is anything else you want to see us film, please just let us know in the comments. Like and subscribe if you can, that'd be much appreciated. And yeah, Patshull Park, incredible, just absolutely incredible. And well, yeah, I'll see you on the next one.